Okay, so the James Webb Space Telescope spotted something pretty cool, beams of light that look like they're coming from a city on a planet super far away. This has people really excited about the possibility of alien life. The telescope was pointed at Proxima Centauri b, which is the closest exoplanet to us, and it saw these weird, bright flashes. Are they signals from aliens? We'll have to wait and see. Scientists and regular folks have always wondered about life on other planets. Any little hint gets everyone pumped. But when the James Webb Space Telescope seemed to find real evidence, it was a huge deal. The telescope was checking out space when it found these lights on a distant planet. They look like city lights, which got everyone thinking, could there be an alien city way out there? This idea has the science world buzzing because it could be the thing they've been waiting for, proof of smart aliens. These city lights are 4 light years away, and NASA engineers are amazed. They're wondering how long these lights have been visible, just waiting for us to get the tech to see them. David Kipping, an astronomer at Columbia University, said this planet is special. Most rocky planets just soak up sunlight and send out infrared light, but this one is different because of how it interacts with its star, Proxima Centauri. This discovery shows how important the James Webb Space Telescope is. It can see infrared light, which is key to figuring out what's going on with Proxima Centauri b's atmosphere. Since this is a notable discovery, researchers want to keep using the telescope to check out the planet's atmosphere and see if it could support life. The James Webb Space Telescope is great at spotting infrared light, so it can see what's happening on Proxima Centauri b even at night. Other telescopes struggle to see faint light in space, but the Webb telescope is really good at it. That makes it perfect for confirming if those city lights are real. The telescope can pick up artificial light in space if it's within a certain frequency, which is more specific than the light stars give off. Proxima Centauri b and its star have a strong interaction, which affects the planet a lot. It gets a ton of energy from Proxima Centauri as it goes around the star, so it has day and night like us. It's super hot during the day and colder at night. The temperature range on Proxima Centauri b is huge, mostly because of what it's made of. If it doesn't have an atmosphere, the temperature difference between day and night would be extreme, burning hot on one side and freezing on the other. Astronomers are really interested in this because it can tell them a lot about the planet's atmosphere. The James Webb Space Telescope can see infrared light, so it can check out the planet's heat and learn about its atmosphere. The James Webb Space Telescope orbits Earth at the same rate that Proxima Centauri b orbits its star. This lets scientists get good looks at the planet's daylight cycles every 11.2 Earth days. If Proxima Centauri b has an atmosphere, the next thing to do is figure out what it's made of to see if life could survive there. Finding stuff like oxygen, water vapor, and methane would be a good sign. This means studying the light that passes through the planet's atmosphere. The James Webb Space Telescope is good at figuring out what planetary atmospheres are like. It is designed to check for water vapor, carbon dioxide, and methane, but it's not as great at finding free oxygen, which is a big sign of life. Still, the telescope can look for other things like ozone, which suggests a healthy atmosphere. As scientists look at the data from the James Webb Space Telescope, the hunt for other worlds goes on. We're getting closer to answering the question, are we alone? It's worth noting that the James Webb Space Telescope can only see a few of the closest exoplanets. To study planetary atmospheres more, astronomers will use ground-based telescopes like the Extremely Large Telescope, ELT, which should be up and running by 2028. The ELT will give us a better look at the atmospheres of distant exoplanets and provide more details about whether they could support life. Researchers are planning even more space telescopes for the future. They want to develop tech that blocks starlight better so they can see the planets around them. It's like using your hand to block the sun so you can see better. These new telescopes will be able to focus on the faint light that exoplanets reflect, making it easier to study their atmospheres and see if they could have life. This is hard because stars are super bright and often outshine their planets. This makes it tough to see the faint light that planets reflect, which is what we need to study them. To fix this, scientists are working on some cool ideas. One idea is to use coronagraphs, which are devices inside telescopes that block starlight but let the light from planets through. By shaping the light waves, coronagraphs can make the star much dimmer, so it's easier to see the light from exoplanets. Another idea is the Starshade, which is a huge, flower-shaped spacecraft that will fly with a telescope. The Starshade blocks starlight before it even gets to the telescope, so only the light from exoplanets gets through. This could be really useful for seeing planets in the habitable zone of their stars, where there could be liquid water and maybe life. But these advanced technologies need to be super precise. For example, a star shade has to be aligned perfectly, down to fractions of a millimeter, over huge distances. These new technologies also have to deal with the challenges of space missions, like being small, using energy efficiently, and surviving the harsh conditions of space. Even with these challenges, the potential payoff is huge. If we can see and study the atmospheres of exoplanets, we might find biosignatures, which are chemical signs of life like oxygen, methane, or water vapor in certain amounts. These molecules could suggest that there's life beyond Earth. Researchers are also looking for ways to take pictures of distant worlds in more detail. Future telescopes could have advanced adaptive optics, which fix distortions caused by Earth's atmosphere or the telescope's movements. This would result in sharper images. If you combine this with starlight blocking tech, scientists could not only find exoplanets but also map their surfaces and study their climates. Developing these next-generation space telescopes is a big step in answering one of the biggest questions: are we alone? By getting better at seeing these distant planets, we're getting closer to finding out if there's life out there, which could change how we see our place in the universe. The future of space exploration and the search for alien life is moving fast. As scientists study distant exoplanets, the James Webb Space Telescope is kicking off something special in cosmic discovery. The data it collects is helping astronomers figure out the structure, makeup, and if life could exist on far-off worlds. With each new bit of info, we get closer to the big question: is there life beyond our planet? The discovery about Proxima Centauri B could be a turning point in how we study alien life. Proxima Centauri is the closest star to us, so it's been a big focus for years. Finding real evidence of life there, like artificial light or signs of civilization, was just a dream for many scientists. This kind of discovery sparks both scientific curiosity and public interest, inspiring new generations to think beyond Earth. As the James Webb Space Telescope keeps observing, it's not just looking for artificial lights. It's also checking out planet atmospheres, what they're made of, and how those things could support life. Looking for biosignatures like methane or carbon dioxide in the right amounts is key to knowing if these planets have the right conditions for life like Earth. One of the coolest things about all this is that we're seeing history. The light from these planets takes years to reach us, so what we're seeing happened years ago. Every discovery is a look into the past, a cosmic time machine showing us what once was. As the data from the James Webb Space Telescope keeps coming in, we're on the edge of a new time. A time when questions that seemed impossible to answer, like whether alien civilizations exist, might finally be answered. As scientists look at the data from the James Webb Space Telescope, the hunt for planets keeps going. We're getting closer to answering the big question: are we alone? Keep in mind that the James Webb Space Telescope can only see a few of the closest exoplanets really well. For more detailed studies of planetary atmospheres, astronomers will have to use ground-based observatories, like the Extremely Large Telescope, ELT, which should be up and running in 2028. The ELT will give us a better look at the atmospheres of faraway exoplanets, so we can see if they might be able to support life. Scientists are also planning future space telescopes that can block out starlight better, so we can see the planets around them more clearly. It's like using your hand to block the sun so you can see what's in front of you. These telescopes will be able to focus on the faint light that exoplanets reflect, making it easier to figure out what their atmospheres are made of and if they could have life. But it's not easy. Stars are super bright and outshine their planets, making it hard to see the faint light that planets reflect. To fix this, scientists are working on cool stuff like coronagraphs, which are devices inside telescopes that block out starlight while letting the light from the planet through. By messing with the light waves, coronagraphs can make the star less bright, so we can see the planet better. Another idea is the Star Shade, which is a giant flower-shaped spacecraft that will fly with a telescope. The Star Shade blocks starlight before it even gets to the telescope, so only the light from exoplanets gets through. This could be a good way to see planets that are in the habitable zone of their stars, where there could be liquid water and maybe life. But these advanced gadgets have to be super precise. For example, the Star Shade has to be lined up perfectly, down to tiny fractions of a millimeter, over huge distances. Plus, these things have to deal with the challenges of space missions, like being small, using energy efficiently, and surviving the harshness of space. Even with all the problems, it's worth it. If we can see and study the atmospheres of exoplanets, we might find biosignatures, which are chemical signs of life, like oxygen, methane, or water vapor in certain amounts. These molecules could mean that there's life out there. Scientists are also trying to get direct pictures of faraway planets in more detail. Future telescopes might have advanced adaptive optics, which fix distortions caused by Earth's atmosphere or the telescope's movements, making the pictures sharper. If we combine this with starlight blocking tech, we might be able to map the surfaces of exoplanets and study their climates. Building the next generation of space telescopes is a huge step in figuring out if we're alone in the universe. By getting better at seeing these faraway planets, we're getting closer to finding out if there is life out there, which could change everything we know about our place in the cosmos. The search for life beyond Earth is moving fast, and the James Webb Space Telescope is opening a world of cosmic finds. The data it's collecting is helping astronomers make big discoveries about the structure, makeup, and potential for life on faraway planets, and with each new thing we learn, we get closer to answering the ultimate question: is there life beyond our planet? Finding those light beams on Proxima Centauri could be a game-changer. Proxima Centauri is the closest star to us, so scientists have been studying it for years. But finding solid evidence of life, like those lights, was just a dream. Now that the James Webb Space Telescope has spotted them, it gives us hope that we might actually contact aliens someday. This kind of thing makes people excited and inspires new generations to think bigger. As the James Webb Space Telescope keeps looking, it's not just searching for lights, it's also checking out planets' atmospheres, what they're made of, and if they could support life. Finding biosignatures like methane or carbon dioxide is key to knowing if these planets have the right stuff for life like us. The James Webb Space Telescope can look at these things in a way that no other telescope has before, showing us which faraway planets might be able to support life. One of the coolest things about all this is that we're seeing history. It takes years for the light from these planets to get to us. So, what we're seeing now actually happened years ago. Every discovery is a look into the past, a cosmic time machine showing us what once was. So, as the data from the James Webb Space Telescope keeps coming in, we're on the edge of a new age. A time when questions that seemed impossible to answer, like whether there are alien civilizations, might finally be answered.